check.
I didn't. So I just was like, okay, so just FYI, if I get in trouble for letting, I cleared it with the deputies and talked to the I mean, I figure there's.
I'll tell you what, I will text Brian.
Okay.
So that he is aware.
Okay.
And if there's any issue, he can let me know.
Okay.
And I'll get back to you.
So, yeah, but they're, it's just 5 poll workers.
Well, that's like they tried to tell me I could just let Jasmine in that day that you told me I had to take her through upstairs.
I know, I just am so paranoid, that I just don't want to.
You're better off, to go ahead and, be concerned about it rather than, later on find out that, this was a bad idea.
Right.
So.
Evelyn said that one of her will not be able to.
Yeah, I know, I got that email from Glenda.
She's a doctor, that's what Evelyn said.
And, I have an application for a gentleman who's applying to be a poll worker that is a retired CEO of some, big company.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, wow. So, and
That's
then
cool.
I had one from a guy who was a pilot, like a commercial airline pilot. It just, to me, is fascinating.
I like the ones that come in like that, because they're going to be detail-oriented.
Exactly.
Follow the rules.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So the few that I've hired that have left banking, like, that's Evelyn. And,
the banker.
and the Beth here yesterday that we went through everything, they are very much like that too.
Yeah.
So, but the lady that I've hired with the Nazarene's crew that was a travel nurse and worked out west with on the reservations, she's fascinating. All the different things. The Hoff. But yeah, so that's what she used to do, was kind of like a travel nurse and lived out on the reservations and worked on the reservations.
Speaking of that, hiring people, David has decided that when he retires next year, he wants to.
Okay.
To work with.
Okay.
He would like to, if he can, work with delivery.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Because he can drive a big truck.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike. You're welcome. When he first said, let me be a poll worker, and it's like,
Good morning.
I'm sorry for that.
Okay, all right.
Before I even said it to Jen.
Okay, all right. Renee's here, Max isn't here yet,
In
so.
that line. So, okay, that is what.
And then this too, because I think, didn't you do something here, because
It is pretty
on my
heavy, yes,
computer,
in
I
Fayetteville.
didn't have enough room to make it all on one page, doing it this way. This is the way I wanted to do it, but.
I went through
Okay.
and changed the spacing between the
Okay.
lines of
Yeah, I
paragraphs just on that spot.
Yeah, and see,
Tim
I
is
tried doing
on
it
North Street,
online.
but, 8 o'clock traffic in
Of course.
Fayetteville.
That's why I figured I better leave
Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
I was surprised. Apparently, it all comes at once, because it wasn't,
I usually
it was not at all crowded when I was.
Like it was
Right.
This is just odd.
Is that where you did it? Was it in a paragraph setup? Yeah, there's a section up there that says paragraph, and you can go in and you can change the 1 point, 1.15, 1 point.
Yeah.
And then there's also, spacing before the paragraph, spacing after. So I set it to
So,
1,
Lacey, what do
and
you
then I
think
did
if we
0.
put it,
Okay. When I'm in graphics, I could do that stuff. Favorite type. It won't change all that.
There's no way
I don't know how I had to learn all
and
the
you have to be
things
careful
on the
because it'll
computer,
slide.
on my laptop, on how to do that with the paragraph
So
stuff.
the Wi-Fi is
And
gonna
that
go.
right there?
But that's only gonna be on one.
Oh, you're gonna put these in all of them?
Yeah.
Control apostrophe.
Okay,
Fingers
just
off
roll
and
it.
hit the E.
Do that too, and stick it right in there.
Okay, okay,
Or
okay.
will it never
Okay, thanks.
It's this right there. You just have
Oh.
Google everything.
Yeah.
Okay. On one then, well, they make
Thank you for doing that.
half size.
What if I get,
And we can fold them.
and we
There were a
just fold the
couple of
paper?
Well, it just, what if
There was?
stick it
Yeah.
like this?
Okay.
And her name, for one thing.
Will that work?
What
Yeah,
that
that'll
one
work. I mean, even if it's a little crease,
You know
it's
what,
not hurting us.
first person I thought, I saw, she said,
And if you ask them after the
Why?
meeting for the, well,
this one
I was
was,
second guessing
this
myself.
one was
And then
right.
we can look at getting
But then I
like
put-
the half
And,
done.
I like the idea of putting it in there.
I do too.
And then,
right there, right, those two.
those two are sparks.
And that way, each
Mhm.
time
And
they
then
go to
you're
unpack,
welcome.
they're unpacking and
Oh,
packing,
it is
their
laser
quick guide
focused.
and
It is
their
laser
silence is right here.
I like that.
Okay, and they don't have to go
Yeah.
hunting through the
That's the
supervisor's
reason
stuff
why
to
I
find
like
it.
How to set it up and all that, yes, that's for each one.
Yeah.
And then the Wi-Fi will go into.
Thanks for altering.
Tablet
that.
two.
To go, where would I?
It can go in tablet one, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, wherever now.
We just need to designate one.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
you
and
got
typically
your
I do
font
the
here,
first one as supervisor.
colors,
Right,
and
but
then
now
the
we
next
don't
one
have a
over the
supervisor.
paragraph,
Okay.
at least on mine, because you can change it.
I remember seeing like the font colors and the auto seal and those things up there.
Well, there's one that says paragraph, and it's where the bullets, where the
The
bullets. say.
training went well with the
Okay,
two groups we had yesterday for the
Good.
tablets. They really, they liked the simplicity of them, they liked the setup, the packing, the unpacking,
In graphics.
the scanning the driver's license,
Oh, yeah.
super fast.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing,
Yeah.
I usually do.
So,
Well, I think this helps a huge amount on the process and, being able to scan driver's license is
Back up to that.
a no-brainer.
yeah, because the driver's license, it pulls the voter's name and their birthday, and just goes straight to
Good.
so, yeah.
Yeah, that's,
But it also, Debbie, didn't when we were testing, when we added a voter, if we had the wrong, voter registration number on it, it wouldn't scan the driver's license, would it?
Right.
Yeah, so whenever we add a voter, so let's say a voter's not in the tablet for some reason, this new system requires you to actually put in their voter registration number.
Also, birthday.
And their birthday.
Oh.
The old one was, would allow you to put in just a fake number, just to
Oh.
get them added, because if they were pulled from one county to another county and they shouldn't have been, you didn't have to get into Power Profile well, no, you did get in Power Profile because you had to check to make sure they were registered to vote. But this one requires a voter registration number to add a voter.
and you have access to that.
Only myself and the clerk and Debbie.
Okay.
The poll workers in the field cannot add,
Okay.
add voters. So
Okay,
the
gotcha.
only ones that have the ability to do that. And I have access to Power Profile, but I don't like to get
Yeah,
in there
no.
because it's the clerk thing, and
Right.
I'm like, I'm like, no, thank you. So,
Yeah, I'm with you.
so I could add one.
There he is, and he doesn't have his PJs on.
Well, close.
Jim's gonna be a little late, but we're still a little bit early, I think. Let's see. Yeah, we got 2 minutes.
Cool.
So, but the clerk.
Well, how are you doing?
I'm surviving.
Yeah.
This is our Jonah week.
Oh.
It is, huh? A lot going on.
Well, we worked until 5, well, I was here until 5-something last night.
And then we have a training class
And we-
tonight at
yeah,
5:30.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like election week.
Wow.
Hard to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are in February too, or January.
January.
I'm already to February.
February, no.
I know, I'm just like, can it get any busier? And I don't even wanna ask that question.
Yeah, I was gonna say, please.
Because honestly, the next thing, and that I know Becky is stressed about, and I'm starting to get like,
Precincts.
it's precincts.
Yeah.
That's like our next big
Yeah.
thing that we have to get finished.
Right.
And she started all of that process?
She has started what she can, but until the Senate
Right.
District 7 is finished, she can't get into those precinct changes. So, yeah.
And how about the Ward 2 as well, right?
Ward 2, no, we can go ahead and do Ward 2, because the city of Fayetteville, their precincts and their ward assignments don't matter for the for the May election. Because municipals aren't elected until, and so we will just work with the city of Fayetteville. We're gonna go ahead and create our precincts that we need,
Yeah.
and then ask when they draw their ward maps to not do any split
Oh, gotcha.
unless just absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
So, so is what we'll do for the city.
That's good. You know, that's a reasonable ask, I think,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, they emailed me the other day asking about, doing their ward maps by like March 3rd. And I said, that's fine, except you need to make sure that you don't make them official until after your March 8th election.
Right.
If you have a March 8th runoff election.
Yeah.
Sure, it'd be confusing.
Yeah, that's what I think
Yeah.
too. All of a sudden, they put out these ward maps,
That'd
and
be-
you've got a runoff
yeah.
election for Ward 2, and now your Ward 2 is
Yeah.
changed.
The old Ward 2, not the new
Yeah.
Ward 2.
So,
Yeah.
morning.
Morning, Jim.
We've got to push the tables in for this one.
Oh,
Sorry.
well, there's so many
Is
cords
there a
in
bunch
here,
of
there
cords
would be
down there?
no way.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, just make sure that Jim puts his handsome face up a little bit. All right, we are going to call this meeting to order, and the first, item is the approval of the minutes from the previous meeting. Y'all had a chance to look at those.
Yeah, just looked, it was fine to me.
Okay. Jim, did you get a chance to look at those? Excuse me. My voice doesn't wake up until 10.
No.
Okay, the minutes are approved from the previous meeting as presented. Now we have logic and accuracy for the February 8th special election.
So that's the document in front of you right there. We fully tested, all of the voting equipment, the DS200. Actually, we were able to test the poll books to make sure that they, printed the right precinct and barcode to go into the express vote. And so that is a reflection of the testing that we did for both the Senate District 7 and for Ward 2 vacancy in Fayetteville.
Okay.
How do you guys feel about the new poll books?
The poll workers have really, they like them.
They do?
They do. The packing, the unpacking, even without like step-by-step instructions, we were able to walk through that and not have any issues. The simplicity of the screens for check-in, the ability to read the screens, the scanning feature, yeah. So they like them. I think that they're going to make a difference for our poll workers in regards to keeping the lines going very quickly.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Great.
And you'll look at those.
And then we'll sign and then, send a copy of that to the Secretary of State's office and we'll file a copy with the county clerk's office as well.
Okay. Upcoming meetings while he's doing that. February the 1st.
Yeah, what about the 8th? Can we be in the quorum courtroom?
No, there is a, finance committee meeting that night. So we won't be able to.
Big courtroom.
Yeah, yeah, we need another big room. What time does that end? When does
So it starts at 6. If they're out of there at 7, we could transition upstairs at 7. If you wanted to, we could try that. I mean,
How much equipment are you gonna have to move?
well, one
You'd
night,
be set up in here
Well-
already, right?
yes, but it would just be a DS200 from the clerk's office.
Okay.
And
that's,
for Debbie, we got a
Trailer.
red cart for her that keeps all her
Mhm.
stuff, so it would just be moving that up there. We don't have, there may be 6 absentee ballots
oh,
to
okay.
canvass, and to count, and we can't finish that process till 7:30. So conceivably, if you wanted to, I think we could move upstairs. I just need to make sure I get with IT
Yeah.
and make sure that I can live stream up there
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
The agenda for the finance committee meeting should be set by
Monday.
Thursday. I think either Thursday or Friday, because they usually
Okay.
post it at least like 3 days before the
That's true.
meeting. If that agenda doesn't look very long, we definitely could make that move if you wanna
Okay.
try that.
Let's try it.
Okay.
And, I suppose it's, run it by upstairs to make sure that, you know, they've got, if they have it reserved, for an hour?
Well, they just have it reserved.
Okay.
So, however long, and there's not,
Yeah.
for the finance committee, there's not a meeting afterwards. You know, there's not another committee that meets.
Right.
So when they're done,
Go ahead and sign.
they're done.
Cool, thanks, Joe.
So, and if we want to, we could go ahead and we could take the DS200 up there already.
Of course.
True.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be in their
Yeah.
way.
Right.
Yeah, any way to put the bug in somebody's ear, in the
Yeah.
finance committee,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
just that, I mean, keep it short if you
Yeah,
can,
yeah, yeah.
sometimes
Oh, I'm sure they wanna keep it short
they
if
probably,
they can.
they probably
So,
do.
we can send an
Um,
email to
it'd be
Patrick too,
preferable
to
to be
see
up there.
Yeah,
if he thinks the meeting will run long. It'll be
He'll
set by the
probably
agenda.
know if there's something.
yeah,
That's what I was thinking too. He would have an idea if there's something on the agenda that might
Right.
run long.
right.
So, but yeah, I
Yeah.
can look into that.
If you could do that, that would be great. February the 1st, are we all set for that?
Yeah, so that'll be 10 o'clock at,
Sheriff's
the
Annex?
sheriff's annex.
Okay. February the 8th, election night. February the 18th, certification. Are you good with those?
Yeah.
You good with those?
Check them, yeah.
Okay. Other business? Okay, we are adjourned. Thank you all.
I did all this rushing just now.